This video is about the power of being committed. There are key areas of your life that you should realistically be committed to. To find out more, please stay tuned to this video. Welcome to the SCG Show, the home of education entertainment, and please do me a favor, if you really enjoyed this video, smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. So how can we define commitment? Well, it's the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or an activity. Let me ask you a question. What are you genuinely committed to? Most people may say different things, maybe a partner, marriage, relationship, a job that pays the bills, a philosophy, a religion. But that is only scratching the surface, not going any deeper than what possibly we need to. Below the surface, you may be in a relationship where you're miserable. Yes, you're loyal and committed, but possibly to a person you're not really that in love with. Or worse, you're committed to a person who is toxic and is slowly chipping away at you and your personality and well-being. And don't even get me started on that soul-destroying job or career you're currently in. Yeah, sure, it pays well, keeps a roof over your head, and maybe feeds you and your family. But this was not what you wanted when you were younger. And maybe you forced yourself into this job, or worse, your parents did. Or maybe your job is low paying, your boss is a narcissistic tyrant, and you're just plodding along. But you're committed to it, right? And what about life philosophy? Do you even have one? Look, I'm not bashing religion here, but I'm talking about how you view life, spiritually, the world. Are you a play it safe person who never takes a calculated risk? Or are you reckless? You're FOMO, YOLO, you live for today. Are you committed to either one of those philosophies and mindsets? Or are you maybe committed to new age philosophies such as the manosphere, take the red pill, do this, feminism, whatever? I will repeat the question I said right at the beginning. What are you genuinely committed to at the moment? Commitment is a strong word, but a vital one we should all address. Maybe you're committed to absolutely nothing. You've given up hope and on life completely. Of course, that is not a good place or way to think, because there is power in commitment. Even if things take time to work out, you got to go through setbacks, get rejected, and so on. Here is more on the power of being committed. There is immense power in being committed to goals, professionally, personally. Let's ask some questions here. Do you have any goals? Have you even written down your goals? Have you given your goals a time frame, a target to reach? Ask any successful person, they'll tell you the key to their fortune, their excellent circumstances, was originally being committed to a goal, an idea. I remember being 21 years of age, and I was sat opposite a man who's now one of my closest mentors and friends. This guy grew up in hardship, without a dad, uneducated and in poverty. And present day, he's a multi-millionaire, self-made on his own doing. I used to be intimidated by him, not to mention massively inspired. I sat in his mansion as he poured me a glass of wine, and he stared back at me as if he was about to interrogate me. At the time, when I was 21, I was a college dropout, no prospects, and was pottering around. He said, "So SCG, what are your goals for the next 10 years? I was speechless. I had no idea. So I just said, well, I guess I'll make money, travel, have fun, maybe get married, I don't know. He laughed, as did I, although I had no idea why. Sadly, you're lost, SCG, he said. You must take your goals seriously, be committed to them, because you can do anything you set your mind to. I immediately went home and started thinking about that next decade of my life, after that life-changing and very simple conversation. I planned out the goals I wanted to achieve. I wanted to work for myself. I wanted a new car. I wanted to get into shape. I wanted to do this, that. Well, writing down goals wasn't enough. Action needed to be taken, and persistent action. Over 10 years later, being committed to my goals, which were always adapting and changing, have made me a better man than I was before. Not to mention, it has also given birth to this very YouTube channel. Perhaps you would not be watching this video if it wasn't for that conversation. So take a pad and paper and start thinking and writing out your goals. But think of them seriously and be specific. And always remember to stay committed to them. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you are enjoying this video. There's immense power in being committed to make a necessary change for the better. You could put this under the self-development category, but it goes deeper than that. Being committed to making a change for your benefit and those around you, wow, there's so much power in that. I'm going to give you some personal examples of what I mean by this. If you're new to my content, you may not know that I was a struggling gambling addict for over 10 years. It destroyed me. If you were like me and you're suffering in silence, always reach out to a trained medical professional. I could not see the light at the end of the tunnel when I gambled. Honestly, I stared into the abyss with every penny I flushed down the toilet. But I've remained, thank God, clean and sober since April 2019 because I was committed to making the necessary change to becoming a non-gambler for the rest of my life. I had tried and failed being a gambler. I wouldn't recommend it nor endorse it. It was and is a living nightmare. But I realized I had a serious problem. And through a lot of soul searching and a commitment to changing, my life has improved dramatically. And around the same year, 2019, I was also in a toxic relationship with a narcissist. Again, a nightmare, full of fights, arguments, toxicity, and an abundance of negativity. I was utterly miserable and fresh out of ideas on how to make things better with her and turn things around. Enough truly was enough. The only thing I could do to improve things was make the change. And the change I needed to do and make was walk away. Speaking almost 2 years on from one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my life, I couldn't be prouder and happier I did so. But becoming sober and leaving my ex may not seem like big changes to you. However, to me they were absolutely enormous. I would never have been able to do either one had I not stayed committed to change. I knew the only way my life would get better was to cut both things and people out of my life. One was an addiction, the other a toxic person. There is power in being committed to change. Lastly, there's immense power in being committed to a better tomorrow. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times because he was committed to inventing the light bulb, which brightens the office I record this in. Walt Disney was committed to building an entertainment empire, which is now one of the largest IPs in the entire world. Elon Musk was committed to creating the first electric car to help with climate change for a cleaner, better future. When I gave up gambling, I knew I was thanking my future self, who now has less stress, anxiety, and more abundance and finances as a result. Also, when I left my toxic ex-girlfriend, I knew I was thanking my future self, who also has less stress, drama, and despite being single at the point of me recording this, is still far happier as a result. You cannot be committed to the past or yesterday or trying to alter and change the past. It is done. It is over. It is finished. It has died, never to be resurrected. However, in stark contrast, you can alter the future and you can mold, shape and create a better tomorrow. When I first started the SCG Show blog and YouTube channel, I did so knowing I was hopefully creating a better tomorrow for all the viewers, all the readers, subscribers, and actually myself. But I knew it was going to take time. There was no way it was going to explode overnight. I knew I was going to have to go through a gradual, patient process. But I was committed to it. And I still am, and hopefully will still be in the future. Because in the future, the work I do on the SCG Show will hopefully, I believe, I'm sorry to toot my own horn here, create a better tomorrow, hopefully for everybody involved. So always, always, always remember, there is power in being committed to a better tomorrow for you, those around you, and maybe the entire planet. Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, here's some more content you might be interested in.